Hi guys, Sarah here with Easy Adapted PE. Today I want to talk about physical education and why it's so important. It's the only subject that promotes mental health, physical health, social emotional health, and it builds in all those characteristics that makes you like a person when you're older. The other thing that it teaches is principles of health and fitness, and those are vital. Here's what I mean by that. So for example, if a kiddo is like not very good at math, right, and they can't figure out division or subtraction, whatever it might be, they may not be good at budgeting when they're older, right? They're just going to probably stink at that. Or let's say that they aren't good at figuring out what an adjective versus an adverb is, which I still struggle with. So they're not going to be like an English teacher. They're probably not going to be a great author. We can just go with that, right? But if they don't know the principles of health and fitness and living a healthy, active lifestyle, then they are more prone for chronic disease and early death. So, budgeting or early death? I'm just throwing it out. Another thing that health, fitness, physical education promotes is an active, healthy lifestyle, right? Like we know this is why we do it, but it just doesn't have the same importance as like science does or math or reading. Well, scientists found that there's some academic outcomes when exercise is involved in students' academic day. Okay, so reading and math are subjects that are most impacted by exercise because they require a very good executive functioning. There's also a link between working out or fitness or exercise and executive functioning. So if you want your kiddo to be good at math or reading or science or anything else, then they need that exercise in order to improve their executive functioning so that they can have good executive functioning to be good at math and science and reading and all that good stuff. It's science, it's proven, you can look it up. It helps cells bind together. Thing that I've heard said before is that exercise is miracle grow for the brain, which I know sounds weird, but it optimizes your mindset, improving your alertness, and it helps create new cells in the hippocampus, which is where memory and it's like the center for learning. So it really just exercise binds that all together. It makes your brain grow bigger and stronger and promotes these connections that before you didn't have. So exercise is just insanely awesome, especially for kids, because once they learn that physical fitness, once they get excited about doing exercise, then they're going to continue to do that until they're adults. We, like as a society, are going to be spending more money, or school districts are going to be spending more money, or it makes so much sense to put much more priority on physical education and on exercise, because it's going to save us money in the long run, but also more importantly, like lives. People will learn to take care of themselves, their bodies, and they'll live longer, healthier lives without the need to be running to the hospital every year because they have diabetes, or they're obese, or they're having a heart condition because they're overweight, or they're sedentary. Some people aren't overweight and they're just sedentary, but they're still sick because they're not moving their bodies. So good for the body, good for the brain, good for the social emotional piece, good for character building. There are some major character traits like resilience and perseverance. They're built here. They're built in the gym. And you can't take that away from a kiddo. Once they learn that, once that's ingrained in them and they know that's a skill that they have inside of them, boom, you just made an awesome, healthy lifestyle kid for the rest of their lives. And it really comes down to the adults making those appropriate decisions for the kids. So I'm just here to say PE is the best. I'm an adapted PE teacher for 10 years. I love what I do. Okay, so not only is exercise good for your body, but obviously good for your brain. And then there's that social emotional piece. Kiddos have to learn to lose. They have to learn how to win gracefully. They have to learn how to work with people that they normally wouldn't want to work with. I don't know about you, but probably everybody at work has somebody where they're like, man, it is tough to work with that person. But hopefully you were taught the skills to have a successful, cooperative, and team playing relationship with that person. And I bet you picked up a lot of those skills in PE. I would love it if we put more emphasis and more importance on physical education, because it is a huge part of our children's lives. It really is. And if we want healthy, active adults, then we need to put a bigger emphasis on PE. And we have to think about, the huge pandemic well, there's a pandemic, but the epidemic of obesity and unhealthy choices and lifestyles, especially right now when there is a pandemic and you're probably not getting out as much and doing as much and the kids are going stir crazy. PE is huge. All right. Like, follow, hit the bell, subscribe, and I'll make more videos. All right. Bye.